All right. I've been working on this since yesterday, but it's just a big mess here in my desk. This is not a workbench. This is a desk, and it's just all over the place. A friend of mine came and gave him a piece of coax that I had it connected to my other dummy load. And right now that I wanted to do the video, I'm like, why my SWRs are so high? But it makes sense. I didn't have my other dummy load, so I just pull up this one that it was dusty. Okay. The reason of my video is I wanted to talk about some amplifications, amplifier class of the amplifiers. I make this amplifier class C about 2 months ago. I never received the payment, so I decided to use this amplifier for my mobile. So I worked on this yesterday in the evening, and I decided to put a class AB bias. Okay. I noticed a lot of people that I spoke to when they call me for an amplifier, and they like, oh, I want bias because I talk on sideband. I want bias. You can have an amplifier in class C and have bias. Okay, yes. Can you use it in sideband? Yes. But you're not gonna get the greatest quality of audio, right? Who cares, right? Because we use CVs, and CVs don't have a good quality of audio, right? So who cares? I do. So what I like to do in my amplifiers is to get the best audio quality, and that takes time to be able to tune properly your transistor, the circuitry, to make the proper waveform between the AC and DC voltage. Okay, we can go really good and talk about technicality in that part. The person that is going to listen to you, it's going to care? No, it doesn't. But if my signal is S3 units, S5 units, I want my audio to be higher than noise level. And that's when you come for a classification, because your audio is going to have a higher pitch and more clear. So that's what I put a lot of time, and learn about different circuitries. When I build an amplifier, it takes a lot of time, especially when you tune in that transistors. When you put an amplifier in a class B or class AB or class C with bias, very simple. You use the 10 ohm 15 watts resistors with the dial 5820, put a 4.1 microhenries capacitor, and a 103 to block the AC, right? Simple. But how good is your audio, your quality of audio? Okay, it all depends what you guys wanted to have. It's how I gonna make the amplifier. You want class A, class AB, class B, class C with bias? I can do that. This one is class AB, and I want to talk also about why when you use an amplifier in sideband, it tends to run hotter. Okay, why? Because the meter and the base of the amplifier, it requires to have more current. More current is going to go through a transistor, so the transistor is going to get hot, and eventually it will burn. If you hold your microphone for 2-3 minutes, it's going to burn the transistor. Look at the size of heatsink. It's so tiny. I think it's less 3.5 inches maybe wide by 6-7 inches long. It's just too small. All right, for sideband. So I did this one yesterday, which I had the classification. I put it in class AB. I'm not gonna talk about I had bias in it. Adding bias in it, it's just not the way I should be talking about. I built this amplifier class AB. That when you talk about classifications from B and AB and Class A, it's you have bias in there. You just wanted to know and understand the waveform in your oscilloscope, where the transistor it's 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 moving into different classifications. Okay, it's very technical, very technical. So, anyways, I did this one Class AB. I want to show you guys why they tend to run hotter in sideband instead of AM. So I'm gonna use my Superstar 158, and I'm gonna be, this is my bypass, 11111, literally flat. I'm gonna turn the amplifier. Oh, let me turn on my power supply. There you go. This is my bypass, 1111. This is through the amplifier, the return from the amplifier, 11111. I have a 5 watts slow in reverse, 111111, and I'm getting about 300 audio, 346 watts. Focus. Audio, 350 watts. So, how many amperage? How many amps I need in this in AM? Audio, 7.2 right now. What this means, that's very nice and aligned. The L network. Audio. My needle here in my meter, it hardly moves. Audio. This is an AM. Audio. Now I'm gonna turn my radio on sideband. I have an automatic sideband in my amplifier, so this is in sideband. Audio. So if you guys realize, it's AM, it was drawing about 7.2 amps. Sideband is taking over 27, 23, 24, I think. Let me see. Audio, 23 amps. So it's more current going through the transistor. It's more current going through this transistor. That's why transistors tend to get hotter when you use sideband. And that's why it's so important to, when you talk in sideband, let it cool down. Make short transmissions. Because this little box doesn't have a 300 or 250 CFM fan that is gonna blow the hell out of it, and it's gonna cool down the whole components in seconds. No, this fan, I think it's about 48 CFM, about 1500 RPMs per minute. This is too slow for sideband. So when a builder does something like this, eventually your amplifier is gonna burn, because people want to have a very quiet amplifier, but you're giving up noise. If you want to put a really good expensive fan, I think I have fans for like $65 a fan, for 120 millimeters fans. For example, in this box right here, in that box I have a $75 fan. This is my first amplifier, really beautiful, 1100 watts, 4 transistors. With that one I have a really nice transformers that I built. I learned that one from my mentor. But anyway, so you guys have to consider not running this amplifier too hot, because eventually you're gonna burn the transistors. You cannot use your amplifier for a minute or two in sideband. Why? Because you're gonna burn your amplifier. Sideband is different than AM, and you guys can see the current. Audio, sideband. AM. Audio. 1 testing. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Audio. 1 2 1 2 1 2. It's AM. Sideband again. Audio. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. And I'm using my dummy load that I pull up from the shelf. But anyway, yeah, so I hope this video is informative for some of you that are looking for an amplifier. If you want to get a good quality audio, you can get Class B, Class AB. Not a lot of a difference. Not a lot of difference. But your amplifier is going to run hotter than AM only. And if you guys have any questions or any suggestions, put it in the comments. It's good to read. I try to answer every single person to make a positive comment. And if you guys need anything that I can help you with, let me know. 73. Enjoy the weekend.